Just doing too much.
You are doing way too much. You're that insecure. You're that insecure in yourself that you don't want to sit by me.
How is that being insecure?
That's insecure. That's very insecure.
I don't want to sit by you, bro. Like,
you don't even know me for one. You just judging me based off looks. Like I'm finna try to send your luck or something. Really, you Dustin? You don't even have no Jordans on, no forces, no nothing. You in some slides and socks.
I just want to come slight tonight, like you feel.
But what I'm saying is you really acting like you doing something right now. You really acting like you doing something right now.
Chill out. Look, bro. You doing too much, bro. If you my partner, bro, just scoot over for my brother, bro. Just scoot over, bro.
I just get out, bro.
What you getting out, bro?
I ain't even care. Give my book bag, son.
So you really finna get out. You really finna get out. You know what? That's cool.
You had to make some space or something.
All right, what's good, y'all? We back with another one. So today, this is a juicy fire one, all right? I done came across a video about a straight dude basically refusing to ride in a car with a gay dude or a trans dude. I'm not 100% sure about the whole thing. I just watched a snippet of it, but I'm definitely about to go ahead and watch the whole clip. I already know what it is. Let's go.
I'm trying to sit down. I need you to scoot over. Yeah, can I not get in? I mean, can you scoot over? It's cold out here. We finna be. You don't do all what? What did you talk about? Sit by no dude in no wig. What is your problem? You act like I like you. You're not even all that.
She ain't gonna say nothing to you, bro.
I ain't even say nothing to you, bro. Like,
let her sit in the middle.
or just let me sit in the middle, or let me sit on the other side. Like y'all is really tripping.
If she sit in the middle, it's still the same. If he sit in the middle, it's still the same.
Bro, we going to the same place, bro. Just scoot over, bro.
I ain't doing
I told y'all picking up.
Okay, so wait a minute. First reaction, I see why this went viral. This is a solid, great example of homophobia in the community, in the black community especially, and it usually does come from this kind of dude. So I'm glad that they recorded it. So yeah.
I hop in the other car.
So you.
Hey, I'm about to get on his head, y'all. Straight up. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. I'm keeping it real cool, but I'm about to hop on homie head, bro. Let's go.
So you really don't want to sit by me? Is that deep for you to get another car? So I get in.
Just doing too much.
You are doing way too much. You're that insecure. You're that insecure in yourself that you don't want to sit by me. That's insecure. That's very insecure.
Very.
You don't even know me for one. You just judging me based off looks. Like I'm finna try to send your luck or something. Really, you Dustin? You don't even have no Jordans on, no forces, no nothing. You in some slides and socks.
I just want to come slight tonight, like you feel.
But what I'm saying is you really acting like you doing something right now. You really acting like you doing something right now.
Look, bro. You doing too much, bro. If you my partner, bro, just scoot over for my brother, bro. Just scoot over, bro.
I just get out, bro.
What you getting out, bro?
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. So is this a cross-dresser or a trans? Because that makes a difference in what I'm hearing, because I hear the brother keep calling him or her brother, you know, like referring to him as a he. So I'm confused a little bit. This must be a cross-dresser, or it could be a trans, confused about either they're a trans or a cross-dresser at the moment, going through that little phase, so they're not really tripping on who calls them what or how they identify for real. And also I'm getting that it could be, even though trans might transition, their family might still call them the sex that they originally were born as. And that's what I'm getting from that, is that might be the case, but I'm not sure. But let's continue to watch. Oh, also another thing I peep, you see how I always be telling y'all how these like homophobic, extra hyper masculine, you know, hood dudes and stuff, they always is caring about other people's acceptance. You see how he don't even accept her trying to get in the car because she's trans or whatever the case may be. However, do you see how when she said you ain't got no Jordans on or nothing, like you ain't even on nothing, like what you mean? Then he looked up and was like, what you mean? I just try to step out like on some cool stuff. Like he cared even about the person who he don't even approve of's opinion. Like, I just noticed that. I just wanted to peep that real quick. But yeah, let's continue.
You really finna get out. You really finna get out. You know what? That's cool.
I can't do that to me out of trip.
That's cool. I really don't care what he do. I just know I'm getting in the car. Because ain't nobody finna try to bully me.
I ain't gonna lie, twin.
Hey, bro, stop calling my brother crazy, though, bro. Like, what y'all calling my brother crazy? What I'm saying here, bro.
They doing way too much.
Y'all doing too much.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't in the wrong, though.
I don't know who just said it, but I said the exact same thing just now. But yeah, how you gonna call him? How you keep calling him your brother, but then it's supposed to be a she? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying?
Man, if I was his brother too, man. Hey, what if you was him, though? Think about it.
It wouldn't be me.
What I'm saying?
I'm just saying, though.
What I'm saying?
They really, that's why I say I don't even have.
Alright, so this is what I'm getting at from what I'm looking at right now. The hood boy brother that has a trans brother is trying to, or a trans sister, or a cross-dressing brother, I'm not sure, but because he ain't checking it, or she ain't checking it. You know, trans usually check that, like, hey, is she? You know, they correct you on the pronouns that they want to be called. So if that ain't the case, they're letting it slide, so I don't know. But it looks like the brother that is trying to be half accepting, okay, this is what we deal with a lot. This is a good example of half acceptance, half-ass acceptance that straight people give us in the LGBT community. They'll claim that they accept us because they just know us, they love us, they fuck with us, but when it comes to anybody else outside of that, it's a problem. One. Another thing I'm noticing is on the brother's behalf that has the trans sister or cross-dressing brother, he is trying to be like, you know, hey, this is my fam. It shouldn't matter what they are. But the point is, it should matter that this dude is homophobic and he's tripping off of the fact that it's just somebody that he don't approve of to get in the car. I'm going to keep it real with y'all real quick. I would have dragged homie out the car and we would have got to work on him. My clique of gay dudes that I'm familiar with, we would have jumped this nigga right here. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. All right? And I don't care if, even in this situation, as the trans or as the cross-dresser, you should have went straight in that nigga mouth. I'm done with that. And we all should be done with that. Nobody should have the right to feel comfortable enough to be this outwardly homophobic. We got to start checking that shit. All right? The nigga's a bum, and he's obviously dealing with his own issues with his sexuality, because if he wasn't, it wouldn't be an issue. This is the type of people that I said we got to stay away from as far as woke, you know, happy, progressive people, because these people want to stay into the 2003 era where it was just so foreign to hear about gay people. Like, my nigga, come on, bro. Like, nah, you was trying a little too hard to get that off. It's 2024. We know that y'all know that we exist. If y'all don't fuck with us, well, that's fine to an extent, because it's kind of like you trying to stay in a certain year. At this point, it has nothing to do with if you accept us or not. It doesn't matter. We're here, we exist. So, hey, yeah, homie would have got his. Hey, he would have got it. He would have got it bad, bro, for real.
Oh, they are really homophobic. Oh God, bro, y'all gonna do my brother like that? If y'all my partner, bro, y'all.
Hey, I don't have See, when you love yourself, I can't even be around this without being violent or nothing. Like, I'm being 100 with you. Like, that's why I choose to stay away from certain family, because they know not to say it to me. Like, nobody has ever done this to me. Like, and I see why, because they can sense that I'm not the one. They can see who to play with. And I want to say that real quick. A lot of these homophobic dudes, y'all, they be playing with y'all. When y'all be getting bashed, gay bashed and all that, they be playing with y'all because they know that you the one that they can play in their face like that. You should have never even let him get away. Like, especially if this is my brother, and you in my brother's car, and you talking to me like this, and making it like I'm less than, oh, you would have got snatched out of there real fast. Like, straight up. I see now that they play with y'all because they know that there's certain ones that they could play with. All right? And I don't have no sympathy for y'all, okay, when it comes to that. I'm not about to sit here and be one of those weak gays that feel like it's, you know, we just have to vocalize what we want and our rights. No, I am like Malcolm X, okay? I'm gonna fight for mine. All right, I believe in you. Defend yourself if you have to. I'm not one of them. I don't know what y'all on, but I'm disappointed in the fact that he didn't defend himself properly. All this just, or herself properly. All this just express, like, you're not even defending yourself with your pronouns or nothing. Like, nah, if we're gonna be in the face of these hood people, we have to teach them, educate them, and show them what our world is like. Then make sure that they have to respect it. All this, they acting like we got to be separate and live in two separate worlds, and they don't have to respect us. I'm sorry, that's null and void. They do have to respect us, okay? All this, they don't have to respect us. They don't have to accept us, but they do have to respect us, though. Let's get the understanding of the difference. All right? This is like lions and elephants to me. Like, I asked my mom when I was younger, and I was just like, Mom, why is the elephants allowing the lions to attack them? They're way bigger than them. Why are they allowing that? She said because the elephants believe that they are not who they are. They don't have the confidence. See, the lion isn't even the biggest and strongest in the jungle. The nigga's not the fastest. He's not the biggest. The tiger's the biggest. The cheetah's the fastest. Like, he is none of those. But he feels like he's that nigga, though. He feels like he can't nobody fuck with him. That's why he wins. That's why he's the king. Okay? So it doesn't matter about size and perception of who somebody is and all that. All right? If they more masculine than you, none of that. You can knock these niggas down, I promise you. Okay? You have to know that you are deserving of respect and that you deserve to be treated like a human being that does exist. All this, they want to act like we don't exist stuff, they can go ahead and stay. You need to let them know that they need to be forced to stay right in that little three block radius of the hood if that's what they want to do. But as far as if you're going to get out here in the world and you're going to travel, you're going to be a part of this world, then you have to accept the fact that we exist. I don't care. I'm sorry to break it to you. I have no sympathy for either side right now with what's going on. Homie should be getting dragged out, and the brother should be dragging the nigga out with his brother, because if you're going to be a gay ally, this is what I be talking about. See, gay allyship is you have their back, you stand up for him, and he's doing a little bit of that, but this nigga should be getting his ass whooped. I don't care. Shit, call me what y'all want. I don't care.
Too, bro.
You can ride with me for real.
You never even respect me because when I'm saying this, you got
You ain't got to do all that. Just calm down.
Ain't my car. I'm out. They're my only way.
Y'all be careful, man.
For real. Oh, so you really? I don't care. I really don't care if it's that.
Okay, so I think that the clips were mismatched. I think that the clip that we just saw was supposed to be in front of this one, but we can still understand what's going on. Basically, homie got out of the Cadillac, out of the car with his homeboy, and then that's the same car that the trans tried to get inside. He hopped out. He did on his little homophobic rant, hopped out, and now he's jumping in the car with the lesbian girls or with the studs, right? But check this out. This nigga sagging, just like I be saying about how all these niggas is. You see what I'm talking about? It's always three traits: homophobia, hypermasculinity, and they be sagging. Those three should never be in the same category. If you're going to be hypermasculine and homophobic and know that niggas going to be looking at your ass and your dick print, then you should keep your pants up. There's no way that you can get that off. So that's why we think that y'all be DL, because y'all be homophobic but still be doing stuff that gay people do and that gay people are attracted to. All right? So he hops in the car with the stud, right? And I fuck with her. She's literally like, hey, he can get out of my car too if that's the case, because we all want, and I fuck with that. We is a team, y'all, and we got to let it be known. It's not just lesbians and then gay dudes. And then, they put us all in the group for a reason, regardless if we agree with it or not. They grouped us all together for a reason. Lesbian, trans, gays, bisexual. They grouped us all for a reason, so we gang, straight up. That rainbow flag is no different from that red and that blue flag if y'all only really knew. You feel me? If anything, we a bigger gang than y'all. That's how we got to look at it. These niggas ain't on shit. They gonna just go to the point of resorting to their guns and shit when they probably get hurt, because, they look at like if they fight a gay dude, well, there's a lose-lose there for them because they pride and they hypermasculinity feels like if they whoop you, well, they just whooped the gay dude they were supposed to. But if they get whooped by you, oh, that's a problem. And if you ever whoop a straight dude like this, hurry up and leave that area, bro. Straight up. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Leave that area, all right? Because that nigga's going to reach for the stick. I promise you. Hold on, y'all. Baby's calling me real quick. And sagging his ass off too, y'all. Like, hey, these are the type of niggas, y'all, that niggas like me purposely go after.
I ain't going, bro. That shit over with.
And then you see how he talking all stupid. These niggas be illiterate. They don't have no vocabulary. They don't have no education. And you can tell that it is stemming in that. You know, when you don't have education, when you don't know nothing, when you are suppressed so much into the hood where, like, you could tell, like, the most homophobic be the most, like, you know, non-taught, you know, ignorant. They just, like, no speech, no education, like, straight up. So that's why that they can't comprehend the ability. That's why they can't comprehend the fact that gays exist and that, you know, we should be accepted, because the whole reason why homophobia exists is because of ignorance. You can't be educated and homophobic at the same time. They just don't go hand in hand. So a lot of the times they don't be necessarily gay, but they're so uneducated, and without the basic necessities of education, it's hard for you to comprehend more complex and difficult topics. And this is what this is. So a person who don't know, you know, they probably have never really been out of a city, state, you know, they haven't traveled a lot, they haven't been exposed to nothing. So of course they're going to have this, like, that's why I mentioned the 2003 mindset. Like you still back in the old days, bro. Like, come on, my nigga, like, we here.
Y'all really being petty for real because y'all really don't want to sit by me. You causing the whole scene. Because y'all doing way too much. Y'all really doing way too much. You're going to get in a whole nother
Neither one, man, it's all good, bro.
Like, I don't even have to go if it's JG.
Y'all, this is the reason why they play with y'all. You see how, like, she just up here trying to explain and yell and talk? Like, I've been telling y'all that. Like, niggas don't respect that and they don't care about none of that. When are y'all gonna learn that there's just certain things you cannot do verbally? All right, straight up. If you wasn't gonna fight this nigga for your respect, then you should have just went back in the house. Cause, like, for real.
Like, Jordan, I really don't have to go because ain't nobody gonna be me screaming here. They got in a whole other concept because they don't want to sit by me. They don't want to sit by me because I'm gay. But what's the difference? They gonna hop in the car with y'all? They gay too, though. What's the difference? What's the difference? She gay too. She gay too.
Hey, bro, stop turning my brother crazy, though, bro. Like, what y'all talking?
Ain't my car. I'm out. That was my only way.
Y'all be careful, man. For real.
So, we don't see the end. You know, that was the whole video. We don't see if they ended up, you know, if old boy still ended up riding with them or not. But I'm going to tell you right now, he wouldn't have got to ride with us no more. He wouldn't got to kick it with us no more. He would have got packed out every time we seen him until he apologized or just stayed away from all the areas we go to. I'm keeping it 100. I don't play with none of that. And as a matter of fact, as the trans or the cross-dresser, you should have took a lesson from this. If you haven't, to not even be around these kind of people no more. All right? That means your safety's in danger. That if you got to do all that, if you got to go through that, then your safety is at risk. All right? And it's about self-love first. So at the end of the day, she should have never subjected herself to this environment. I know that a lot of us are in this environment, so we can't help it. Especially if you're in the South and you're surrounded by this. My advice to you is find people who do agree with you or who are like-minded as you. Oh, man, hold on. I just realized. You see how gay dudes will sit up there? Like, he hopped in the car with the stud. And that was okay. See, they don't consider, these hood dudes consider girls that try to be like dudes, like this a safe space. But if it's a dude trying to be like a girl, then it's an issue. So I guess that they feel like that because they can relate more to the girl trying to be like a dude, but you can't. She's still a part of the community. She's still just like us. She's just not a man. So that was like a good example to show why a lot of these straight dudes be okay with kicking it with lesbians and studs, but then they really homophobic. And as a stud, you shouldn't be cool with that. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you getting a pass is because you got a female part. That's the only reason. Otherwise, you'd be just getting discriminated against just right along with it. Which is another reason why that's the sexist thing. Girls get to get away with a whole lot more, which we've already known that, but that was just a clear example. This nigga hopped out of the car to be away from a trans just to go get in the car with a stud. Man, you can't make this up, boy. You can't make up this. How just the degeneracy of it all, of how degenerates are just so ignorant. That's sad. A person that thinks like that can't go nowhere, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? They can't really be successful. They can't go nowhere. They can't be a part of this world, in my opinion, when they think like that. Because we out here, you know? And like I was saying, for the trans, my advice is don't be around them kind of people. And then also, if you are going to be around those people, if you are like your family hood, and this is the situation that I feel like is going on, you got a hood family, you love them, they claim that they love you, and it's all good, right? So this is your people's, and it is what it is. So you have to face this on a regular, right? You have no choice unless you're just going to go off and start your own life, you know what I'm saying? Which is what I recommend people do in this situation. But if you have to be around these people, you gotta be able to be brave enough to stand your ground and deserve the respect. Know that you deserve the respect. Be willing to fight for your respect. You gotta be able to stand in the face of your fear of homophobia. I know it's hard, but you gotta educate these people. If they don't want to hear you, you still gotta stand up for your rights and your respect. All right? Otherwise, you don't need to be around these people if you're not willing to do that, because at the end of the day, she didn't do anything for us as the community. I'm glad they recorded this video, but you allowed them to bash you. You didn't stand up for yourself. And you did, but not in the way where it is going to count. And see, that's what I just wanted to say about that. It's not always about, like, I think a lot of people think that just, you know, because we have a voice, and if you can't, you know, a lot of people will say if you don't have the ability to use your words and you have to resort to violence, well, then that means you're immature, ignorant, you know, ghetto, all this other stuff, right? No, sir. God gave us the ability to fight for a reason. You have to be willing to defend your honor, your respect, and who you are as a being. And this was the perfect time to withdraw them hands out. Like, for real. I don't care if he didn't, you know, violently do anything, or he wasn't aggressive and he didn't try to fight her or nothing like that, or him or nothing like that. I don't know who should have attempted. I think they all should have, but I guess. So the stud definitely did stand her ground. She even stuck up for him. Said, hey, you ain't even got to ride with me. So I respect her for that. Homie would have been walking home. I hope that he was walking home at the end of this night. Straight up. So the only person that I could really give respect to in this video would be the stud. She did stand up for his rights, and she let him know, hey, you can hop out of my car as well, because we ain't playing none of that, all right? Other than that, the brother should have pulled his homie to the side, gave him a little knowledge of what he has come to the point where he's at to be able to accept gay people. And then the trans should have left the situation, or should have stood up for themselves and challenged this dude more and put him in his place. All right, that's really all I got to say. All right. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this one. Hit them comments up. Y'all know exactly what it is. I'm going to see you on the next one. All right. Peace.
So I was reading the comments on my On the Radar performance, and I see a lot of y'all saying like, oh, I was fucking with this till he said, or I was finna download this till he said, I don't give a fuck. You're a pussy ass nigga. You scary as fuck, and you care what all these other niggas think. I want y'all to know something. When we leave this planet, when we gone, All these people's thoughts and opinion you give a fuck about, and I'm talking about everybody, your family, your friends, all the niggas around you, they not going with you. You going by yourself. Like what you gonna like now. Do what you want to do now. Because once you gone, you can't do that shit no more.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.